Darling viewers, welcome back to Aman's Unfiltered, where the Met Gala isn't just an event, it's a battlefield of sequins, silk, and the occasional fox pass. This year's theme was tailored for you. It promised bespoke brilliance, but did our Desi darlings deliver couture or just couture-ish? I want to dissect this. Let's get into it. I want to start off with my favorite person in the world right now. And honestly, I already had the pleasure of seeing this person, this human being live, okay? And it was a dream come true. This guy is our very own Punjabi Munda, Punjabiyan di Shan, Sada Apna, our very own Diljit Dosanjh. I don't even know where to begin. Man, to be honest, this man is literally breaking the internet, right? He's making history at every corner he takes. Now, I want to talk about his outfit, okay? Because what he has done is bloody wild, authentic, and honestly, when I look at him, I'm filled with pride, with joy. Okay, so Diljit just made a debut at the Met Gala, and it is one for the books, guys, okay? Because the singer opted for a look that represented his our culture in all its glory and global platform. He represented India, paying a tribute to his roots. But did you know the look was inspired by a legendary king from an Indian subcontinent? Let me tell you about this, okay? So, the Punjabi superstar singer was seen dressed in a custom Prabal Gurung design. He donned an ivory and gold sherwani padded with a tehmat, a traditional Punjabi clothing similar to a lungi. Now, Diljit's ivory white sherwani was intricately detailed with golden threadwork at the bodies and cuffs. He rounded it off, with the look of a matching cape. Now, this cape, guys, is oozing an emperor like presence on the red carpet. What made the cape even more special was that it featured multiple elements that flaunt his roots. Now, Diljit paid homage of his motherland Punjab by including the state's map embroidered on the back of his cape. Besides, it also had the, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, guys, Panthi Akri, which is basically the Gurbani alphabets embroidered right at the back, like I said before. Now, this absolutely served as a heartfelt homage of his heritage. Now, for the first time, he did not shy away from heavily accessorizing this look. Like, oh my God, if I ever own a set like this, like, please shoot me. Okay, so he went full regal with an ivory turban, first of all, established with statement jewelry with a white feather. Diljit also carried a traditional sword or a kirpan in one hand. I don't think you would call that a kirpan because normally kirpans are pretty short. Okay, I'm just gonna say a sword in one hand, completing the entire royal assemble. Now, the jewelry that he wore, okay, it's a multiple vintage style necklace featuring gorgeous emeralds and rubies that added layers of opulence. What made the look extra special was that he wore the Patiala necklace, which was originally crafted by Cartier for Maharaja Bhupinder Singh back in 1928. Now, interestingly, Diljit's look was heavily inspired by the Maharaja of Patiala. All right, moving on. Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh, Shah Rukh, Shah Rukh. Now, this man literally has all our hearts squished in the palm of his hand, okay? King Khan. Now, fans around the world, including me, am very disappointed with Shah Rukh's Met Gala look. Uh, Okay, guys, his charisma truly shined. That is there, right? But everything else about this outfit is boring. You don't turn up to Met Gala for the first time in your life in a simple black outfit. That to me is just playing it safe. Now, he was one of the most anticipated person out of all the Indian artists, celebrities, designers, or individuals of that evening, okay? And he was dressed in an all black custom Sabyasachi assemble. Of course, he completed his look with a cane, layered jewelry, and a bold, oversized K pendant signifying King Khan. Like, we all don't know that he's King Khan, guys. You don't have to, like, he didn't have to flaunt it, you know? So the outfit is in line with the theme, but I don't know, it's Shah Rukh. You gotta be more. You gotta be bold. It's take the risk. Like, I myself expected much, much more from him, and I felt that, like I said, I think he just played it safe, simple. Now, what the comments said on social media was pretty brutal. Okay, so one of the um, comments read like, "Wow, designer had just one job. It's giving Dolly Chaiwala." Another wrote, "Is he wearing Marks and Spencers?" Okay, I think that comment was taking it too far. Um, Another one said, "Sabyasachi, you did him bad." And then one more, "Sorry, but Buppy Larry served more." Yeah, I agree with that one. So Shah Rukh, I love you, but this look gives me a very Johnny Depp out of a Pirates of a Caribbean vibe going on. I'm so sorry. But anyways, despite the criticism, there's no denying that Shah Rukh Khan's presence alone was a moment in itself, right? But guys, given the build up, I think we had hope for something more daring, more iconic. Maybe a look that would have rewritten Met Gala history, like how Diljit represented his look. Okay, moving on to the next, guys. I'm sad. I'm so sad. It's making me so sad to talk about Shah Rukh right now. And Sabya being Sabya with all his colors and styles of embroidery. This was just playing. Whatever. Okay. 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 Um, the next one, I call her the Billy, the Sherni of Bollywood industry. And I'm calling her today the jungly Billy that ate King Khan at the Met Gala. Is none other than Priyanka Chopra, a global goddess, right? Twirled in a retro white balmain, assembled, dotted with black polka dots, and topped with white brimmed hat. That was a gorgeous look. To some, it might be very simple, playing it simple, but I love this look. Now, what caught my attention was the 241 carat emerald pendant by Bulgari. Yep. That's not jewelry, guys. That necklace alone is a goddamn workout on its own. Like, oh my god, the neck. Okay, that must have been really heavy, man. But it speaks regal, bold. And guys, she slayed. I don't care what anyone says. She slayed. Now that's what I call a Met Gala look. And she matched the theme of the evening to perfection. And this is the fifth time she is there at the Met Gala and stealing the show again for the fifth time. Now, staying true, another one to the theme, which is called Superfine Tailoring Black Style, which I want to get into it a bit deeper later towards the end of the segment, is none other than the tech entrepreneur Mona Patel. Now, blending creativity with fashion, she has exceeded everyone's expectation with a mind blowing look. Now, this is a custom suit that featured a cape, corseted bodies. However, what literally stole the limelight was that robotic dog she carried with her called Vector. The robotic dog was inspired by Tom Brown's Hector bag and had a leash with 1,000 carat emerald cut diamonds on it. Can I just repeat that? 1,000 carat emerald cut diamond on it. It's a leash. You guys, put that on my neck. Okay, she opted to cover her head with a shiny black finish hat, and as for her hair, sleeve bun. I wouldn't have done anything else, honestly. Now, my absolute jaw dropping element of this outfit was the back of her shirt, which I would describe it what looked like a metal spine. Her entire outfit spoke AI language to me. It first of all, it matched her character, it matched her business ethics, and hats off. All right, moving on. Natasha Poonawalla. Where do I even begin? Like, seriously, I'm crunching my teeth right now. Like, where do I even begin with this outfit? This outfit is designed by none other than Manish Malhotra, embraced dan- who embraced dandyism, which she paired it with a sculptural lace cravat by Atelier Bisser. Uh, is it Bisser or Biser? Guys, can you just like send me a voice note telling me how to pronounce this? Bisser or Biser? I know it's Atelier, but Biser, Bisser, I'm not sure. Okay, let's dive right into her outfit because oh my god, the history and the essence behind this outfit will amaze you guys. The sculpted fishtail skirt was made from two vintage Gara saris, one which is a century old relic from Manish Malhotra's archives that featured hand embroidered silken threads. Okay. Gara embroidery is worn mainly by Farsi women during festive occasions and is known for the Chinese motifs, a reference to the trade that occurred when Parsi would travel to China, I think, for the trade. Now, no doubt that Gara embroidery was a sweet nod to her Parsi family. Parsi. Everything about this outfit, the element was a show stopper. The statement was a perfect assemble of the team. What else can I say? Like, seriously, just wow. Okay, now I want to talk about Manish. Okay, the man, the designer, every girl's dream to have his one outfit in the closet, made a fashion statement at the Met Gala. I believe like it was his first time debuting there as well. Okay. Now draped in an elaborate embroidered cape, coat over a silk shirt and the intricately detailed tie. Okay, so he embodied the amazingness of Indian craftsmanship while seamlessly aligning with the gala theme, superfine tailoring black style. The assemble was a visual symphony, okay, because of the intricate thread work of establishment. I think it's a tribute to both richness of South Indian couture and black style. Like uh, the standout accessory was literally the golden elephant face bros that he had on his coat. That was a subtle nod to our Indian heritage. Social media literally went crazy on his look. Like, you guys, people are commenting things like, he didn't come to play, ate and left no crumbs. He is the moment. And I couldn't agree more, right? Because, like, anyway, before ending my comment on his look, this year Manish Malhotra designed not just one, but two assembles, with the other. So one was for Natasha Poonawalla, which I spoke about before, and the second one is the Grammy-winning singer Coco Jones. Just like Manish, the Met Gala 2025 also marked Coco Jones' debut, who was thrilled to grace the event in one of Manish couture pieces. Okay, now moving on, since we're on the topic of designer, now let's talk about another designer who was also at the Met Gala, and it's none other than the designer who designed Shah Rukh Khan's look, Sabyasachi. Like, seriously, guys, like, don't hate me for saying this, but why? Why so subtle? Now, the look he described as Sabyasachi Mukherjee knows how to make a statement, which I disagree this time. He just did it with a lot less noise. Yeah, a bit too less for my liking, seriously. This is his second Met Gala appearance. Now, the celebrated Indian designer flipped the script on his signature maximalism and delivered a masterclass of subtleness. The result? Well, it did look confidence, culture, craftsmanship without shouting out attention, of course. But I guess he could definitely do better than whatever is happening on his head. Like, what is that? Okay, let's just do this. Okay, I'm just gonna show you um the difference. Okay, this is his 2024 look at the Met Gala, and this is his 2025 look at the Met Gala. Now, this one is Alia's outfit in 2024 Met Gala look, and this is Natasha Poonawalla's 2024 look. Shah Rukh Khan 2025. Sabya ji, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ? Chalo, that's all I have to say now. Okay, moving on. Kiara Advani. Kiara Advani, who made her first appearance at the Met Gala this year, her look was designed by Gaurav Gupta, unveiling Bravehearts. That was what the look was called. Rooted in the philosophy of Black dandyism, Bravehearts honors a legacy where fashion became a radical act of resistance and identity. Now, for Gaurav, the pioneers of this movement were not just. So, Bravehearts pays tribute to the legendary Andre Leon Talley, whose commanding presence and advocacy of emerging designers redefined fashion's relationship with power, culture, and identity. His legacy at Vogue and within Black fashion history is deeply, deeply embedded in the looks and structure. This is like a tribute to fashion as resistance. I think she looked fab. Could have done away with the white cape. I just feel like it's been done before, but what I felt like, you had gold and then a beautiful black gown with a slight tail, and then you have this white big cape draping over, and I'm like, it's nice, but okay, chalo koi gal nahi. Now, this also kind of looks like what Aishwarya Rai wore at Cannes last year in 2024. Like, can you guys see the difference? Right, right, agree. No? Okay. So, like, being her first appearance, I guess I was hoping with a bit more originality, but again, she does look great. I won't deny that. The last one I want to talk about on my list today is, of course, oh my God, the gorgeous Isha Ambani. Once again, she stole the spotlight at the Met Gala, turning heads with her stunning look. Okay, the 2025 Met Gala was all about black dandyism, as you all know, and Isha's outfit, which was designed by Indian fashion icon Anamika Khanna, perfectly embodied the theme for sure. Dressed in an embroidered white corset pad with the black tailored trousers and a floor length cape, Isha made an unforgettable fashion statement that took the fashion world by storm. Now, she also drew inspiration from the African textiles and global craft traditions. I think it took the team 20,000 hours to make this outfit for her. Now, the other element I want to talk about regarding her entire look, if you thought Priyanka Chopra's necklace was, mm, did you see that necklace she wore? It's it was the necklace around her neck which stood out at the gala for sure, right? Because it's an iconic necklace which was reimagined by Cartier, okay? Which now is a part of Nita Ambani's jewelry collection. For those who are unaware, this necklace, the design was originally commissioned by Raja Ranjit Singh. Is that how you say it? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But later, Cartier reimagined the necklace through its old pictures and sketch notes. Amid other things, it's definitely like a jaw dropping piece that caught everyone's attention. Now, this necklace is also part of the film Ocean's 8. According to Tim and Co. Diamonds, in the movie, the necklace is shown to be worth more than 100 million US dollars, okay? And its actual price comes at the same price around that same point. Okay, so the original Navanagar diamond necklace featured several pink diamonds, a big 26 carat blue diamond, a 12 carat green diamond, and I think a famed 136 carat Queen of Holland diamond. I get exhausted just even talking about this necklace. It weighed around roughly 500 carats in total. หายใจไม่ออกเว้ย Gosh, like my neck already feels heavy just the thought of the weight now. Yeah, so apart from the necklace, Isha also wore some rings and other accessories from her mother, Nita Ambani's jewelry collection. All right, well, there you have it, folks. Do leave your comments and let me know your thoughts, who wore best. And, mine is definitely Diljit. I am going to root for him to high heavens. Now, before I end my session, I want to give a little background of what the theme was all about, which was called Superfine Tailoring Black Style. Now, the theme explored black style and the history of dandyism. Dandyism was once used to describe aristocratic style, but the term later evolved with the transatlantic slave trade. I Why does this sound so familiar? Like, I think I read this and learned about this when I was in Raffles. Okay, so dandified black servants in the 18th century England were forced to wear gold brass and silver collars with padlocks to signify, like, their owner's wealth. Now, when slaves arrived in America with few or basically no belongings and treasured what they had left. Stripped of their identities, they often added their own flair to their tailored Sunday best looks for church, for holidays. Now, post emancipation, Black Americans had a chance to reclaim their autonomy, paving the way back, the Harlem Renaissance. From the 1920s to the 1930s, the neighborhood became like a hub for Black culture expression. Now, the Renaissance was a time of living and dressing bold for Black Americans, basically. Women donned furs and, beaded dresses, while men experimented with tailored fabrics, billowing silhouettes, fedora hats, and two tone Oxfords. One prominent style that arose was the zoot suit. Defined as a high waisted drape pants and oversized jackets with large shoulders and lapels. Oh, I definitely learned this in raffles. Um, the suits were subversive by taking up space, and because of the fabric ration during World War II, owning one was basically like an act of protest. Okay, the zoot suit was literally an act of protest. I remember this too. Okay, guys, so there you have it, a little bit of background of what it was all about, the theme and stuff. And these are our Desi girls and boys. Now, let me know in your comments who did justice, who did not, whether you agree with me or you don't. I'm perfectly fine with that, but just leave me comments and let me know what you guys think on whose outfit. Okay, so hope that was informative and fun for you guys. Thank you for joining me on this segment on the Met Gala. Until next time, stay bold, stay curious, stay unfiltered. I'm your host, Aman Galra, and this is Aman's Unfiltered.